Good evening, Ampeds. This is Richie Ramos reporting to you live from the Boogie Down Bronx for Hornet Bandit NYC, Frantic E-Bike News, and everybody else. Here behind me is the 2023 Onyx RCR that I purchased at, tell you right now, Electrified Rides in Delaware. The owner, Bill, top-notch guy. Not only did he achieve a record-breaking delivery date, I think the bike was ordered on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and already Saturday he had it. He made some phone calls, said it was for me, and all of a sudden the bike appeared on Saturday. So Bill, thank you so much for doing what you did to get that bike here as quick as possible. Not only did he do that, but he's still with Tejo and I talking shop, talking about the community, my channel, Mr. E's channel, Frantic TV. He follows everybody. Great guy. He's in it for the community. It's not just selling bikes. So thank you. He was very informative. Taught me about the Onyx, what I should look for. Told me about the changes for 2023. The front caliper is black now instead of gold. Smaller crank arm. I mean, that thing is tiny. When I'm on the pedal, for whatever reason, my knee hits the battery cover, and I'm only 5'6", so I can imagine a tall rider. The rear shocks, don't like it. For the price you pay for this bike, I believe that Onyx should put better rear shocks, my opinion. Now the fork doesn't hit the battery cover, so you don't have to worry about the battery cover being damaged in the front. And that's the only changes. It's nothing, everything else is basically the same. I did a range test yesterday with Tejo, and I have the 72 volt 41 amp hour. With my weight 185, I only got 40, well, the whole ride was 52 miles in total. But comfortably, when I hit 40 miles, I started getting a lot of voltage sag. I was at 71, and it will go down to, when I hit the throttle, it will go down to 62, 63 from 71. I started losing power after 40 miles. On normal mode, I couldn't get past 24, 25 miles. No, I'm sorry, 27, 28 miles an hour. At that point in time, we were still 10 miles away from Tejo's house. And Tejo and I, he decided to suggest that we switch bikes. Being that he's a lot lighter than I believe he's $150. So he took my bike, I took his bike, which by the way has a powerful lithium battery. At the time that I was at Tejo was at 65 volts. The bike was only going 17 miles an hour on normal mode. His bike has 74, 75, some crazy shit like that, and it had mega power. So I'm selling the original battery to this bike. It has 50 miles on it, 52 miles on it, one charge for $1,500, and it comes with the charger because I already ordered a powerful lithium battery before I got the bike. I'm just waiting on Mr. V to get a call from Mr. V. Tell him, come over, get this thing installed. So that's about this bike. It's not replacing the Hornet Bandit by no means. Just wanted a second bike just in case the Hornet Bandit goes out of commission. I have a second 72 volt. But that had a lot to do with Tejo and Judy, and it's a long story. But with that, mentioning Tejo and Judy, I want to say thank you, Tejo. Judy, if you're watching, I love you guys. You open your house up to me. and treated me like a king. With Teo making me breakfast at 5 o'clock in the morning each and every day. Judy dedicating a room in her house to me. She bought me a new mattress, pillows. She decorated the room with bike memorabilia. And she got me a fireplace. And the sign on the room reads Richie's room. So I was blown away, to say the least. I still don't believe it. So Judy, thank you. I love you. We picked up the bike Saturday. We went going for a ride Sunday. 11 miles in, I catch a rear flat. Go figure. And between White Mike and Tejo, they were relentless. They weren't giving up. That's a bitch to take that tire off. Took 2 hours. White Mike showed up with some metal spoons, and I was ready to give up after 5 minutes. I said, let me go pick up Frantic One, but no, they were there. Yeah, the rim got damaged, got scraped up completely. I didn't care. We were in the middle of nowhere. And I felt bad because cut the ride short because of my flat. Jatu Chavez was there, White Mike, Tejo, and myself. White Mike suggested that he'll ride an hour back to his house on the bike, pick up his truck, come back, and pick me up. So the rescuer got rescued. So I dubbed his truck Frantic 2. So he's Frantic 2 on the south, I'm Frantic 1 on the north. So whenever you see White Mike, if you're in the Maryland, D.C. area, and he attends a ride, call him Frantic 2. He'll get a kick out of it. So White Mike, thank you so much for coming to my rescue. You didn't have to do that. I could have taken an Uber or something and pick up my truck and pick it up. But you went and out of your way. And what touched me was what he said. He says, you're always coming to everybody's rescue. It was about time somebody rescued you. And thank you for saying that. That means a lot to me. So thank you for White Mike. Thank you, Tejo. I mean, we ended up fixing the inner tube and putting it back into the bike, into the rim. Oh, my God. You thought taking out the tire was one thing, putting it back in. So we didn't know it at the time, but we ended up puncturing the tube with the metal spoons. So when we put everything back together and we tried to air it up, it didn't air it up. At the time, we didn't know. We ended up, when Mike showed up, we ended up taking the bike to Tejo's house, where Tejo had spare bikes. So Mike and I jumped into 2 spare bikes. White Mike got the Storm, the C3 Storm, and I took the RX. And we ended up going to have dinner. And that was that. Next day, Tejo relentlessly making 15, 20 phone calls until we found 2 motorcycle shops. One in town had inner tubes. I purchased 2 inner tubes, what they had. Then the second motorcycle shop, I'm trying to remember the name of it, in Massachusetts. I think I took a picture of it. Give me a second. Where are you? Interesting. Bear with me one minute while I look for this. Jesus, I don't have it. Oh, okay, found it. Oh, I don't know what name, but it's right here. That's the motorcycle shop that fixed my bike. Royal Enfield, 8910 Brookville Road in Massachusetts, Maryland. And the guy's name was Jeremy, awesome dude. Brian, and I can't remember the third gentleman's name. They were all cool. They're professionals, and it took them 4 hours to take that tire and put that tire in. And even the professionals, as they put the first inner tube in, they ended up puncturing the inner tube by the air valve. So luckily I had bought two inner tubes. So they had to take the whole tire out, unplug the motor from the controller to work on the bench. And that's how they got it fixed with the second inner tube. So thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Brian. And thank you, Teo, for that. Anyway, this video is going too long. So the next following day, we decided to do a range test. And Teo took me to Baltimore. We did a 52-mile round trip. We ended up in Hooters to eat. Anyway, the video's too long already, so thank you. Thank you for everybody involved. White Mike, Teo, Judy, love you. Jatu Chavez, thank you for being understanding. Mad cool guy. And your camera is going to be in the mail tomorrow. With that being said, keep it between the ditches, wear your helmet, and leave no one behind. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering a lot. I'm tired. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. And stay safe, ampheads. Oh, update the Hornet Bandit. I should be getting it by the end of this month. And I'll do a full review and let you know about all the upgrades I did to it. I can't wait to have my baby back. Peace, ampheads. 1.